Hello. So Kayla is the hero of the month for March of 2026. Like I said, she this pretty much follows Aiden, who was the hero of the month in January. So I'm not gonna repeat too much about Aiden here, but so Aiden and Kayla, like I said, they kind of have a unique ability where if you use them together, they have some synergy. But a lot of times they work better separately. So yeah, so let's go talk about, like I said, so let's go look at her staffs here. Let's just go from the beginning here. Kayla, what am I? A good-for-nothing daughter? A butcher to my own people? The last of the Alashan elves? Or a monster stinking with the filthy demon blood that flows in my veins? I have no answer, but I know Aiden and I have embarked on the path to bring light and hope to Dominion. We'll walk down that path until I'm consumed by the fiery frenzy once more. She's a warrior, and she has the Fire Herald special, which is just her and Aiden. And she's main stat agility. So Fire Heralds, like I said, pretty much is just their passive abilities. Like you've used them together. There's some reason, there's some synergy there. But let's just talk about her skills. Let's talk about the synergy as it comes up. So yeah. So her ultimate, Kayla launches Chakram that casts the Phoenix Glyph on enemies. The Phoenix Glyph applies burn to enemies, dealing pure damage over 6 seconds. If the enemy is already marked by a glyph, the glyph explodes, dealing physical damage and the remaining pure damage. Alright, so, and it's not a very high scaling, it's only 80% physical attack, so, the physical damage portion though is 180% physical attack, so, pure damage is kind of minor, but the physical damage kind of high, so, just keep that in mind. Raging Sparks, Kayla's basic attacks targets enemies with a Phoenix Glyph, strike out sparks that deal physical damage to nearby enemies. This has a pretty good scale of 140% physical attack. Possessed by fire. If Kayla's health is over 60%, she leaves behind the farthest enemy's back and self-ignites. Remember, over 6%, so this happens right at the beginning of the fight. Like at the beginning of battle, she will be at over 60% at the start of the fight. So this happens immediately, and then it'll happen again if she loses life. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, so she loses 2% of her max health every second, while her basic attacks cast or renew Phoenix Glyphs. Once her health drops below 30, she stops spraying, leaves back to her allies. So yeah, the Phoenix Glyph, she puts those on, which do, again, pure damage over time, has to explode. So this can be pretty add up quite a bit, and then you have Overheat. So after Kayla stops burning, she becomes overheated. She gains bonus armor and magic defense while overheated. So as you know, my notes, like none of her skills actually reference Aiden specifically, and that's because the synergy is all on Aiden's side. I'm just going to cover this briefly. Aiden's actually way up here because he's actually developed on this account. So Aiden, yeah, so Aiden, like its bonds of flame is pretty much what it does. If so, establish a mutual bond with the farthest ally, or with Kayla if she's on the allied team. The bond big ally becomes the target Phoenix Embrace. The heroes have shared health, passing healing damage taken between each other. They also gain a bonus that scales their basic armor magic attack. Since the bond establishes the start battle and severed on death. So pretty usually you usually need to boost up the main tank, but if you have Kayla instead, he will do it with Kayla instead of the main tank. So yeah, I don't think any of these other reference Kayla. I think that's just that one. It's just pretty much it changes how this ability works if Kayla's on the same team. So he heals Kayla instead of your main tank. And well, that's kind of a reason never to use them together, because generally it's almost a net negative to not use them together. Like a lot of times you want Aiden to heal your main tank if you're using Aiden. And having Kayla kind of doesn't work together with them. It's kind of like it's one of those ironies that they tend to work better separately. And Aiden is definitely the better of the pair. Doesn't mean Kayla's technically useless though. She's definitely more niche. I wouldn't say she's like top tier. She only has she has 4 skins. She has 4 skins. She has physical attack, probably most important. I'd say physical attack, agility, those are the ones that matter. Armor can be good. Health is probably good just because she sacrifices her own health. She has she's kind of suicidal, and having more health actually kind of gives her a bit more staying power behind the enemy lines. So in her case, health, she's probably one of the heroes where health's probably fine to level up. Especially as I said, if you did use her with Aiden, having more health can be beneficial. Again, like it's just kind of how that goes. More health though does mean Phoenix Fury will probably come out a bit less often. But again, the self drain is 2% of her max health, so it's not as critical as it is on some heroes, where you do want to have lower health. But yeah, so like that's fine. Um, But yeah, like I said, I'd say the health's still kind of a lower priority. Definitely do physical attack and agility first. Glyphs, probably do armor pen first and then physical attack agility. Like, you know, I'd say armor pen. Maybe, just like I said, you could just said physical attack agility. There's pros and cons to either first. Physical attack gets you more physical attack agility, also gets you a bit of armor. And the arm, like I said, because your primary stat will protect you from critical hits and stuff and allow you to hit hard, more consistently against dodgers. So there's pros and cons. I do magic defense, and then I'll probably do health last. Um, yeah, I haven't really developed, like, something. I technically developed her a bit when she first came out for some quests, but this is as far as we got with her. Her artifacts, she buffs physical attack. She has Defender's Covenant and an agility ring. Again, physical attack buffs have had less power than any of the other than similar buffs. So for whatever reason, physical attack is always worse than magic power buffs, so they're always kind of meh. But that's what she buffs, so. But otherwise, she's pretty standard warrior fare. Senshin, she doesn't have any Senshin rank abilities, which I feel like she needs. I feel like she could benefit from them. She's kind of, I feel like she's underwhelming. Aiden's a pretty good hero. Kayla is not, but again, she has this armor pen, physical, pretty standard warrior stuff. A lot of armor pen, a lot of physical attack. Yeah, pretty standard warrior stuff there. But yeah, let's just go use her in some teams here. Oh, wait, actually, she's not max. We're gonna have to go guild battles. We're gonna have to do guild battles here. Oh, there's no hero challenge. That's fine. Okay. Da-da-da, maximum. Actually, you know what? Do we have any combat training hero fights? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see. So they have Lyria there. Oh gosh, there's all these Lyria teams. All right. Oh, this has Rufus in the middle. That's actually a that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It orders them weird in these menus. I don't know why it orders these so weird. Yeah, they order them so weird in these menus. Yeah, that's such a weird ordering in those menus. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, let's go look. So where's Kayla? Oh, we're not a max. These are normal power fight. Need max. Gosh, these are all current power. Da 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 da. We're gonna have to set up our own fights. That's fine. It's good. It's just easier doing guild battles then. If I have to set up our own fights, I'm just gonna do here. It's faster. You don't have to have as many options. So Lyria, we are looking at a Lyria team. We had a Rufus even there too, right? Rufus. We'll figure out pets after that. See. Sebastian. Nebs, Sebastian. Where's Sebastian? There's Sebastian, and where is Helios? Here he is. Okay, there you go. All right, that looks fine. Let's try that. Sure. We're just gonna do some tests here. Kayla. Okay, so Kayla said she is a physical attacker. That's right. She doesn't get Fenris, which again, kind of weird. She's like a warrior, but she doesn't get Fenris, so kind of awkward. Lyria. Oh, she sits in front of Lyria. Though it kind of doesn't really matter because she jumps the back lane anyway. This is probably fine. It's probably fine. Da da da. So if you wanted to use Aiden, we can show you how that works. And then if you're doing Aiden, you probably need a second healer for your actual team. So let's just do something like that. Just for this one. We can probably change in a second fight here. Yeah, so she's how she jumps back here. Like, that's how it goes. And she can... Yeah, she hits pretty hard. Like, there's certain teams that will suffer with Kayla. If Kayla likes if she can pick somebody early if they have a really squishy backliner. It's kind of like alternative to June, kind of trying to pick off a squishy in the back, like you can attack with her instead of Jew. It's kind of like the same thing as that your side. So Helios is dead. Boom. There you go. Sebastian's dead. So this is kind of what she does. Kind of like said, similar thing you'd be seeing with Jews try to attack him from the back and try to pick him out. Pick off their backline and attack them that way. Like that's kind of what you're getting with Kayla. Again, this is Kayla and Aiden. Aiden's keeping them shared, their health shared, kind of keep them together. Also have Martha. Like I said, you said a lot of times you could use Aiden as your soul healer, but not after using Kayla. And it's kind of like why using them together is kind of a bombo. Because you could just probably cut Aiden and use like a different support somewhere. Like maybe you do Nebulas or something. But yeah. Alright. There we go. There, Lyria's dead. See if we can kill Rufus. Should be able to. I mean, we do have pure damage, which can cause them mostly from Sebastian. But we're doing lots of physical hits too, so we'll see what happens. There you go. Awesome. So, boom. There you go. Yeah, 4.3 million damage. Like I said, she's capable of really high damage. Like she's not bad. Like I said, I feel like she's kind of like in that she's not bad. But she's kind of like not great. I feel like she's better than a lot of options, but you don't see her much because there's kind of like better options. But I feel like she's fine. Like I feel like if they gave her ascension ability, she could potentially be really good. She's like one of those borderline heroes. Like that's how I've always felt. Even when she came out, I was like, she could be really good, and it's always been, well, maybe not quite. But let's try a similar team. But let's try without Aiden. Where's Martha though? We'll put Martha in here. Martha. I actually kind of liked it with Leary. I think that worked pretty good. Like I said, doesn't really matter because she jumps behind the back line because how she works. Doesn't really matter where she sits here. The Sebastian is still top tier. Maybe you actually want Sebastian to have that. Then let's just try Fluffy. Like, let's just try Fluffy instead of Aiden. Let's see if we still get a similar result. Fluffy is like the new hotness. Like, but this is teamwork because Lyria, Sebastian, Fluffy are all like top tier heroes, so. But Kayla did do the damage like the last fight. She is the DPS here, so again, this is. But like I said, no, Kayla, look, she's losing a lot of life without Aiden. This puts her into. She's smoking. Then she will okay, actually, Martha's healing, so. Yeah, we probably said, look at this, Martha's actually keeping her up. So maybe we're fine on this team. It just depends on, like, how much damage they have. Like I said, we'll try a couple of other teams here in a minute. Like I said, we'll try like a Lara Croft team with like Fluffy and stuff. Like, yep, okay, so that still worked pretty well. Again, that's not the most high threat team, but Helios probably doing some damage with the counter stuff. Yes, okay, I see a bit more bit distribution. Fluffy does some damage. Yeah, Helios did a bit, but not much. So yeah, so that's what you get there. So let's try a different team. Lara Croft. Christian. Valeria. I could do Fluffy and then like a healer. Something like that. You'll see teams like that. There's all kinds of variations of that, but you'll see lines like this kind of a lot. So we could have also put Electra up front too instead of like Lyria. Like those kind of lines are pretty common too, but let's see here. Like Lara Croft can definitely make things really hard for Kayla. Like that's kind of like the thing. Lara Croft's a really popular hero because Lara Croft's really good. We'll go stick with Lyria. Lyria's been working. I think I like this better on Sebastian. So we could just try the same line we just did, right? We had Martha. Sure, let's do that. Let's just keep, actually, probably one core since I'm using Lara Croft. And Thea will get wrecked without, probably get wrecked by Lara Croft here. Without, course. Okay, boom. You have a Fluffy Soul. Fashion Ult too. Yeah, look, Kayla is already jumping back to our team because she just took a lot of damage. Yeah. Da da da. Da da da. But we lost our Fluffy. Yep, Kayla's dead, so this is where it's said where Kayla kind of falls apart is that she becomes very vulnerable to attack. And a hero like Lara Croft will just mop the floor with her. And that's kind of like where you start to run into issues with Kayla. Like, I feel like she's good against certain teams. Like I said, you saw like that Helios line. Like I said, can be good against certain teams. Like, you just have to be careful if they have any like high threats. But like these like kind of like tankier teams that are trying to win maybe by trying to stall you out or something. She is good against those kinds of teams, so that's kind of where she's good. But yeah, she's definitely not top tier, but she is solid. She does have some synergy with Aiden, though. I feel like a lot of times Aiden's better without her. And so just keep there's a few caveats there. But yeah, yeah, if you want something a bit different, yeah, she's hero of the month, and you have a chance to get her souls. But yeah, not too much to say on this one. If you want to know more about Aiden, though, I recommend checking out my video from earlier this year, where I talk about him down below. As always, thank you for watching.